Good morning, all. Today we are going to see the knife edge diffraction model in diffraction topic. So, this diffraction is occurred uh, whenever a obstacle is there between a transmitter and receiver. So that distracting element will give the signals a phenomenon known as diffraction. So it is due to when the signal hits a edge, that edge surface. So due to diffraction, whenever it is hitting, so for example, so like this, whenever it is hitting, Huygens, Huygens principle will tell how the signals is going to be multiple. Means it. So the second area, this is known as a uh, obstructed region. Okay, or this region is known as shadowed region. So the diffraction field still exists and often has a sufficient strength to produce a useful signal. And this diffraction allows radio signals to propagate around the curved surface of the earth. So between two points, means transmitter and receiver, that interfacing medium will exist. So from Huygens principle, this states that so all the points on a wavefront can be considered as a point sources. So they produce a secondary wavelets, and these wavelets will combine, and this will produce a new waveform, that too in the direction of propagation. So this phenomenon, diffraction, is caused by the propagation of the secondary uh, wavelets, okay, into the shadowed region. So here shadowed region is nothing but a obstructed region. So simply obstructed region is known as shadowed region. So this diffraction is caused by the propagation of secondary wavelets into a shadowed region. So the field strength of a diffracted wave in the shadowed region is the vector sum of the electric field components of all secondary wavelets in the space around the obstruction. So this diffraction phenomenon is explained by this Huygens principle. So in this example, this is a transmitter and this is the receiver. So between this transmitter and receiver, so Huygens secondary sources means secondary wavelets will transmit, and this will have sufficient energy to transmit through R. So instead of line of sight, it will travel like this. So whenever the height of any other obstacle is more than this height, means it will stop the transmission between transmitter and receiver. So this will hit at a point of contact. So if its height is more, so this is known as knife edge obstruction. So we will see. So So this is the knife edge diffraction model. So in the knife edge diffraction model, uh, the transmitter and receiver having same height. So the line of sight is obstructed by any element, like any mountain like element. Okay. So between the transmitting signal and the obstacle, between the ray transmission, a height h is there, and an angle alpha and gamma at the receiver is there. So between obstacle and the transmitter, distance d1, and between optical and the receiver, distance d2 is there. Then so your actual transmission distance is varied. Okay, actual distance is varied. That is known as delta. So this is the difference between direct path and deviated or diffracted path, and this is known as excess path length, and this length can be measured by delta, which is equal to approximately equal to h square by 2 of d1 plus d2 by d1 into d2, and the angle with which it is diffracted is known as alpha, and which can be measured by alpha is equal to h into d1 plus d2 by d1 into d2. Delta and alpha are the measurements. Here, a normalized equation is known as Frenzel-Kirchhoff diffraction parameter, and can be represented with V. So Frenzel-Kirchhoff parameter, which is a dimensionless quantity, and which can be characterized as the phase difference between two propagation paths, actual and diffraction. Okay, so this can give a solution to the diffraction losses, and this Frenzel-Kirchhoff diffraction parameter V is equal to h into square root of 2 into d1 plus d2 by alpha into d1 into d2, and you can get a solution for the diffraction losses. So like here, for single path and for multiple path, multiple knife edge diffraction is also there, and which can be analyze the total diffraction losses in the system by various methods like Wallington method and Epstein Peterson method and Dagos method. Okay, here this formulas can be that h is the height between transmitted ray path and the distance d1. Okay, this is about knife edge diffraction model, which can be estimated signal attenuation caused by the diffraction of the radio waves, and this knife edge also called as a half plane. So this is the value of alpha and V. So both are positive when the height is positive, and these both can be equal to 0 when the height is equal to 0, and if it is negative, then the value of calculated alpha and V are negative. And the electric field strength ED and the diffracted knife edge diffracted wave ED by E naught is equal to f of V equal to 1 plus j by 2 integration of from V to infinite exponential of minus j pi t square by 2 into dt, where this E naught is free space field strength in the absence of both the ground and the knife edge. So, and we can calculate the diffraction gain in the presence of this knife edge as compared to the absolute or free space electric field, which is given by G of D in terms of dB equal to 20 log f of v. So in practical, graphical or numerical solutions, GD of dB, when the value of v, if it is less than -1, if it is between -1 to 0, if it is from 0 to 1, and if it is from 1 to 2.4, the value is 0, 20 log 0.5 minus 0.62 of v, 20 log 0.5 exponential of minus 0.95 of v, 20 log 0.4 minus square root of 0.1184 minus 0.38 minus 0.1 v of whole square. And for last one, v is greater than 2.4 and the value of g is 20 log 0.225 of v. So this is the graph between your diffraction gain versus the parameter known as Fresnel diffraction parameter V. So this is the graph. So on this practical problems will be there based on the relations of V and your alpha. So this is about knife edge diffraction model.